All right. When it comes to like the Nazis, historically they have been seen as evil, and they are, because they massacred lots of Jews and other people who they deemed to be detrimental to their cause, like homosexuals, and basically anything they considered degenerate. And I don't think degenerate is a bad word, but the way they did it was like in a form of evil, in a sense. But I'm going to discuss why Aryanism and Judaism is the same thing, in a sense, because in the Bible you have words like chosen ones, and they are destined to rule the world, and they're supposed to slay down the pagans and the evildoers. So I don't see how that is any different than Aryanism, the belief in supremacy of one race. I think they're both evil, because they both have racist views on who the best one is to the capacity of a chosen race. So I think they're both evil. I don't see any difference. No, the history of the Bible, though, is in general, some people think that it's the literal word of God, so it's a spiritual aspect of that. The historical one, though, is that in a sense that the story of Moses is more mythological than real. And in historical context, the Canaan that was called back then as a culture was actually a vassal state of Egypt, ancient Egypt to be more exact. And later on, Israelis created their own new culture, Israel, from Canaan. And that's how they really became a thing, in a sense, in a historical context. And there may be some truth to the Bible, though, because there is a Dan Steelstone where it has a script of where it has a scribe of an Assyrian. I think it was an Assyrian, at least, who slayed down the king of David, and he brags a lot about it. So there is some real stuff in the Bible that is real in a historical context, but I think much of those are just stories, though. To create something that you are not, you must like remove yourself from the past, in a sense. And I think that's probably what it was. For example, monotheism is argued to be in the 600 BC, before Christ. That's when five books of Moses was kind of created, in a sense. So enough historical lecture here. To begin, though, you see like they have like same values almost. It's just that for some reason liberals have this idea that Jews are not racist, and the belief system is not racist, but it is. I can understand that in context of World War II, that like why the Nazis were bad, and I get that. But if Hitler did something else, like imagine if he did more like this. He locks up Jews for 1 month, and then he allies himself with Czechoslovakia and Austria. But after 1 month, he would declare something like this: "We Germans do not approve of racism. We wanted to prove that Judaism, like Aryanism, is racist ideologies, and we do not want this. We are gonna turn Germany into a democracy, and we will cooperate with countries. We deplore hate. We don't like hate. We don't approve of it. We just wanted to prove a point." End quote. If he did like this, then I don't think he will be as hated as he was. But he killed millions of people, and yeah, I can totally understand why you get bad mark in history because of this. But communists kill like 100 million people, so I guess, because if you have an idea that sounds cool, then I guess that's okay. But either way, I totally get why it's evil. Now that I'm done with this, I'm gonna discuss about gays and trans. I think they are okay people, but I don't like liberal culture in it, because what liberal do is they make it into such a disgusting thing, compared to, like, there is actually gay conservatives. Like, I found this one in UK, an article on it, and if you compare it to like liberals in the USA, they look much worse. So like, for example, I can mention some conservative gay and trans values. For example, if you are gay and you don't want to bother people with your sexuality, or you don't want to bother people with hobbies like sexuality, you wake up one day and you discuss it like 24/7. That's like a liberal value. That's just boring. But if you just want to be gay, you just want to live it, that's fine. That's what I mean. Same with trans. Like the word cis, it sounds like sissy, and I don't want to role play like that. Like, I just don't care. And that's what the trans thing is. It's like a whole I feel like I'm this day and this that day. Like, that's just liberal values. That's just boring. If you want to just be trans, if you are like a boy and you want to be a girl, or you are a girl and you want to be a boy, I'm okay with that. But if that's just called being what you are, and that's okay. You're not bothering people. You're just being who you are, and that's fine. But if I were to suggest something though on the more conservative values, on what gays and trans, what they would be best in terms of conservatives, I think it would be best if, like, example, sexuality, anal sex, that has like high risk of AIDS. And if it was me, I would not like say that it's only gay thing, because I guess that would be like rude, I guess, and I can get that. What would be better though is you have it like on sexual proactive movements. Just warning: anal sex has high risk of AIDS. End quote. If they did that, that would be way better. It like smokers. They smoke. They know it's a dangerous lifestyle, but they don't act irresponsible like liberals do. And I just don't like how they deal with this, and that's one of my complaints, is that it's okay to live a lifestyle even if it's dangerous to some degree, but it's your lifestyle. Like, you shouldn't be bothered by it. If you like doing what you do and you're sure of it, that's okay. But I think it's important to inform people that it also is risky on that active part of that, you know. So it's not like hate in a sense, it's just being responsible. And I don't like liberals because they just act totally irresponsible because of this. And now, when it comes to trans, I think that people, I guess, discuss a lot about this transition thing, what's the right age. If I were to suggest, I think it's 15 age is the right age. I don't think it's the right age, but if you're like going to high school, then it must be like more embarrassing to, you look like something in the middle of high school rather than before. So I think 15, if you're absolutely sure. I mean, like, let's say you're 11 or 12 and you just feel like you want to be this opposite thing, and you're absolutely sure, then 15 is the least I can recommend. And 18 is the adult age. Like, that's what I would really be like in favor of. But just as a mercy gift, 15 if you are like 100% sure. You have to be like 100% though. Like, you have talked about this since you were 10 or something. But if you do it before that, then you should go to jail. Like, if the argument is that you can't drink alcohol before you're 18 or smoke, then this shouldn't be like the same thing. Like, that's just total abuse if you do that, and they should be prosecuted if you do that. Like, that's my view on it. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the whole thing. And thanks for watching this video. And yeah, feel free to share what you think about it. So thanks. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention one thing. If you want to watch one episode that deals well with racism, I would recommend MacGyver episode 76, The Challenge. It's from 1989. It's a very good message in episode. It's about people who, law-abiding people who try their best to live a clean life, and then there is like this racist group who they see what they want to see, but not what is real. And I think that's also a very well made episode of MacGyver. So if you want to watch something that is anti-racist, but it makes sense, like it's not very exaggerated, I think, but the writing in this is very good. So it has a very, very real message, and I think that's very relatable to our world. I think that the episode 92 of MacGyver was bad though. I mean, I guess I can understand it was the era of after World War II and political correctness was a thing. But 76 episode 76 very good, recommended. So yeah, that's what I want to end with. So bye.